Hello, you've reached Nikita Khrushchev, General Secretary of the Communist Party. Who's this, Fidel Castro? Oh, pleased to meet you. Oh, we'd love to form an alliance with Cuba. What's that? You'd like to put missiles facing the United States? The Soviet Union would definitely support that idea. Send the agreement over and I'll sign it as soon as I can.
I know what you're up to, Jones.
Strange activity in Cuba? Like what?
Well, we've seen some large military installments that could indicate a missile site down in Cuba.
That's not good, man. We have to send you down in the U-2 to take some reconnaissance photos.
No, I can't take one more step towards you, 'cause all that's waiting is regret.
This is U-2 reporting we just flew 90 miles from the U.S. coastline. We are currently 60,000 feet above Cuba. Co-pilot, can you take some pictures?
Yes, sir. Ka-chink, ka-chink, ka-chink.
We found direct evidence of missiles in Cuba.
This isn't good, man. I'll convene the executive committee immediately.
There are missiles in Cuba that could potentially bomb the East Coast, Washington, New York, Boston, even Portsmouth.
I propose we bomb the missile sites.
I propose we invade Cuba.
We can't risk nuclear war.
I think it's worth it.
I think those are all just terrible ideas. I think we set up a naval quarantine, not a naval blockade. That would be an act of war, but a naval quarantine would not. If we enact a naval quarantine and destroy all trade with the Soviets and Cuba, that will buy us some time.
Okay, sounds
I
like a
agree.
plan.
Now,
good.
Let's tell the public in 6 days.
6 days it
Perfect.
is. It shall be the policy of this nation to regard any nuclear missile launched from Cuba against any nation in the Western Hemisphere as an attack by the Soviet Union on the United States, requiring a full retaliatory response upon the Soviet Union. To halt this offensive buildup, a strict quarantine on all offensive military equipment under shipment to Cuba is being initiated. All ships of any kind bound for Cuba, from whatever nation or port, will, if found to contain cargoes of offensive weapons, be turned back.
Sorry, boo. Yeah, I lied to you, but don't you lie to me.
We agree to dismantle the missiles in Cuba if you promise not to invade Cuba. Nikita Khrushchev. Kennedy better like this. Was that the right thing to do? I don't think so. I'll write a new letter. Dear President Kennedy, we, the Soviet Union, agree to remove the missiles from Cuba if you dismantle your missiles in Turkey and Italy. Signed, Nikita Khrushchev.
It's Lakota, the finesse kid.
Khrushchev says if we promise not to invade Cuba, then they will remove their missiles from Cuba. Consider it. Consider that. Another letter from Khrushchev. He says, if we dismantle our missiles in Turkey and Italy, then he will dismantle his missiles in Cuba. That sounds like a great idea. That's how we will resolve the Cuban Missile Crisis.